They do as they're told.
That is not true.
Yes, it is, Derek.
Okay.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the times actors went up on their lines, and it somehow made the whole scene better.
I thought it was somebody else. I thought it was the Spider-Man. So when I say thank you, Spider-Man, everybody go, what?
Number 10. Give me the line again. Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events. In this scene, Jim Carrey's villainous thespian meets the orphans he's agreed to take in.
I am your beloved Count Olaf. And welcome to my loverly home.
His callous reaction to their parents' death isn't dramatic enough the first time, so he asks for another chance at it. Funnily enough, this was Carrey himself stumbling over the next line.
My dear Violet.
He stayed in character to ask for another shot at the line. Count Olaf is an actor though, and a particularly hammy one at that. He'd want to get this reaction right.
Our parents just died.
Oh, yes, of course. How very, very awful. Wait. Let me do that one more time. Give me the line again. Quickly, while it's fresh in my mind.
Our parents just died?
Oh, yes.
The filmmakers decided to leave it in to highlight the character's dedication to being dramatic, if a little tasteless. Number 9. Missed Cue. A Knight's Tale. Heath Ledger stars as Knight William Thatcher in this contemporary spin on a medieval story about jousting in the 14th century.
Release him. For God's sake, give him back his clothes.
Filmed in the Czech Republic, A Knight's Tale used a lot of locals as extras. In a scene where Ledger's character is introduced by Paul Bettany's Geoffrey Chaucer, the crowd is meant to cheer. Well, when the time came, the Czech extras didn't cheer. If they'd been given a cue, they'd either forgotten it or didn't understand it.
Like a wind from Geldland he sweeps by, blown far from his homeland in search of glory and honor. We walk in the garden of his turbulence.
Mark Addy, playing Thatcher's friend, took this as his cue to remind the extras that it was their time to shine. It serves as a great, if unplanned, punchline to an awkward moment. Number 8. In my book. Diner. Barry Levinson's Baltimore set comedy sees a lot of scenes where the friends are just hanging out.
What are you blaming me? You took your sandwich. I'm sitting here, I'm having a cup of coffee. That's it.
No. I don't want it.
Fine, I do.
I can't believe you're eating this. You know, you two play against me. That's what the problem is. You're both on each other's side.
Overlapping dialogue, unfinished lines, and naturalistic acting means the movie proudly shows off its rough edges, and its performance feels very real as a result. One scene has Steve Guttenberg's character criticizing Mickey Rourke's character.
Don't do it, Modell. I'm telling you, I lost $50 last game.
All right, you guys talk. You're off on the subject. Can you quit?
$15 would be good now.
Modell, who do you pick?
He can't quite get the line out. He and his fellow actors even seem to break character over the line flub. It was kept in, only adding to the easygoing, informal atmosphere of a bunch of guys just shooting the breeze together.
You've gone like 2 steps below in my book.
Once again. I guess you're full.
Number 7. The Bed. The Couch. Titanic. When Rose asks Jack to paint her like one of his French girls, the entire scene is dripping with eroticism. He instructs the nude Rose to take her place on the bed, but of course he means to say the couch. That was a real Freudian slip by actor Leonardo DiCaprio, and the suggestive mistake turns out to be the perfect left hook of humour for the scene. Jack's easygoing nature and usual coolness seem to disappear in that moment.
Overrun. The bed. The couch.
We know exactly what's on his mind. Director James Cameron made the wise choice to keep his mistake in the final cut.
Will you put this back in the safe for me?
Number 6. Mr. Gittis. Chinatown.
JJ get us to see Mr. Yelburton?
Throughout Roman Polanski's neo-noir mystery, the menacing and filthy rich Noah Cross constantly mispronounces Private Eye Jake's last name. Rather than calling him Mr. Gittes, Cross repeatedly calls him Mr. Gitz. Legendary director turned actor John Huston simply kept forgetting how Jack Nicholson's character's name was meant to be said. Polanski thought it fit the character well.
Gonna be a lot of irate citizens when they find out that they're paying for water that they're not gonna get.
Oh, that's all taken care of. See, Mr. Gitz, either you bring the water to L.A. or you bring L.A. to the water.
Is he simply uninterested in getting the investigator's name right, or is it a power move on his part?
How much better can you eat? What can you buy that you can't already afford?
The future, Mr. Gitz. The future. Now, where's the girl?
Either way, it adds a lot of shading to a character whose creepiness relied on his murky intentions and use of soft power.
Not worth it, Mr. Gitz.
Number 5. Peterson's testimony. Judgment at Nuremberg. This 3-hour historical courtroom drama fictionalizes the real-life trials of German officials accused of war crimes under the Nazi regime. In it, several famous actors were called in to play brief but significant roles as witnesses to the defendants' abuses of power. Montgomery Clift played Rudolf Peterson, a man who was forcibly sterilized by court order.
What did you reply?
I told them I didn't know, and also that I didn't care.
Clift, who was plagued by a substance use disorder after a tragic car accident that also scarred his face, had trouble remembering his lines.
And she said she thought the whole thing was terrible. And then the doctor came in who was supposed to do the... And he said he thought it was awful.
Rather than force him to commit the dialogue to memory, director Stanley Kramer felt that his stumbling, half-remembered version of the story was more fitting for the traumatized man. The role saw Clift nominated for an Oscar.
Take your time.
Hunter feel. Here. Hunter. They had already made up.
Number 4. Thank You Spider-Man, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Quantumania. Actor Ruben Rabassa didn't just forget his line, he forgot what movie he was in. Playing a barista who serves Paul Rudd's Ant-Man, Rabassa gives the superhero an enthusiastic thank you on behalf of the entire city. Unfortunately, he confuses Ant-Man for Spider-Man in the process. Rudd's response is priceless.
Everything is ready for you.
Too much.
No. Your money's no good here.
He accepts this gesture with the sagging shoulders of a man whose ego has just been shattered.
Thank you, Spider-Man.
It's the perfect punctuation on the accidental punchline. For a mistake, it's so tonally in line with the Marvel Cinematic Universe's ironic stance on its superheroes that it's hard to believe it wasn't scripted.
I made a mistake. I say something, oh my God, well, maybe I'm from Cuba, that's what the problem is. I don't know too much about Spider-Man.
Number 3. Let Me Touch Your Hair. My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Nia Vardalos writes and co-stars in this raucous romantic comedy about the culture shock of two families becoming one.
Hello. I am Maria Portocalos, and welcome to our home.
Canadian comedy legend Andrea Martin plays Vardalos' aunt Vula, a lovable, overbearing Greek woman who fails to grasp the meaning of vegetarianism.
Ian is a vegetarian. He doesn't eat meat.
He don't eat no meat.
No, he doesn't eat meat.
What do you mean he don't eat no meat? Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I make lamb.
In one scene, Martin holds her hand up to actor John Corbett and begs him to let her touch his hair. This wasn't scripted, she just forgot her lines. So Martin stayed in character and did the only thing she could think of. She asked to hold actor John Corbett's hair. They played it off so well, it ended up in the movie.
Let me touch your hair. Let me. Okay.
Number 2. The Watch Monologue. Pulp Fiction. Christopher Walken's brief appearance in Quentin Tarantino's genre-bending crime classic basically amounts to a long, memorable monologue about a watch.
This watch was on your daddy's wrist when they were shot down over Hanoi. He was captured, put in a Vietnamese prison camp.
Tarantino is a master of distinctive dialogue, but he does love giving his characters a lot to say, and even the most professional performer might have trouble. There are at least 2 moments where Walken seems to freeze. His eyes go blank for a moment before he continues on.
The way your dad looked at it, this watch was your birthright. You'd be damned if any slope's gonna put the greasy yellow hands on his boy's birthright, so he hid it. In one place he knew he could hide something, his ass.
Some sources assert this is because he forgot his next lines. Whether it's a mistake Tarantino decided to leave in, or a conscious choice that the actor is making to depict the soldier's shell shock, no one seems to know.
Now, little man, I give the watch to you.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Why male models? Zoolander. Being beautiful and stupid is hard work. Ben Stiller nailed the role of the impossibly vain model Derek Zoolander, but one of his funniest moments wasn't planned. The character's complete self-absorption and lack of understanding about anything are actually what made this mistake work so well.
So why male models?
Think about it, Derek. Male models were genetically constructed to become assassins. They're in peak physical condition.
During a scene where the shady and mysterious David Duchovny explains a massive conspiracy in the fashion underworld, Stiller forgets his line. Instead of breaking character, he just repeats his question, why male models?
But why male models?
His mistake and Duchovny's in-character response both make it into the finished film.
You serious? I just told you that a moment ago.
Right.
Did any of these movie mistakes surprise you? Which one was your favorite? Let us know in the comments.